have to hold on to. No matter how much money you have, no matter how many things you can buy, you cannot buy your health. And I'm just reminded of Steve Jobs, one of the founders of Apple, and dying from pancreatic cancer. And it's the one thing he could not pay for. For his health, to restore his health. And so really being in tune with your health and listening to those signs and taking rest. It could also be you traveled and your body needs rest. And so just, being mindful of those things. And Chuck, the only parenting advice that I have is you never seen a 21-year-old wearing a diaper. So eventually they get it. I recommend their parents, yes, or a pacifier. Get your kids and change your locks. And if you get courageous like me, move across the country. So the best advice that I can give you, because they will grow up. You just got to give them the room and the space to do that. Do we have an inspirational reading?
Yes, we did.
Our very own Rain.
Good morning, family. Good morning. Our inspirational reading is called A Bold Concept of God. Life is not just something to be endured. It is to be lived in joy and a fullness without limit. And that is from Ernest Holmes, Discover a Richer Life. If we listen to how we talk about God, what we find revealed to us is what we believe about God. Often, this is a God rooted in colonization consciousness. For example, consider the concept that birthed this phrase: God does not give us more than we can handle. That phrase is similar to what Silly told Sophia in The Color Purple. This life soon be over, heaven lasts always. She is attempting to offer Sophia comfort in the midst of the abuse she received, rather than asking the questions and seeking the answers to shift the consciousness so men no longer deal in transactional relationships through the medium of domestic abuse. The New Thought concept of God desperately needs an upgrade. So there is no more anthropomorphizing, okay, we'll have to enunciate that a little later, which keeps God as a separate and distant presence versus the very presence of all that we are. What does it mean to have a holy boldness of God? It means speaking about God in a more expansive ways. It means speaking of God as all of us. You and all of creation are God individualizing itself. When we really understand this and embody this, we will become more committed to equity and justice, because we will understand that the life of all of us is God, and none are free until we all are free. Affirmation: God is all there is, and what it is, I must be.
Wow.